So in today's video, we're gonna give you guys a little tour of our garden. Although we have done it before, but this is a midsummer tour. It's midsummer, right? Yeah, so a midsummer tour. We'll show you what's going on and how things are going well, and also we'll show you the bed. So here we have, over here, this is Erica, by the way. Okay. You don't see her much, but all right, so what are we doing?
Alright, so today we are going to be harvesting and just pretty much picking through the garden and just checking things out. So we're going to start off in these two beds right here. So what we have new is we have carrots. So these 2 rows or 3 rows, however many rows, are all carrots.
There's 1, 2, 3, there's like 4 rows kind of.
Yeah. So these are all carrots, hoping that we'll be able to harvest some soon.
We just have to thin them out. So for those of you newcomers that are just starting to grow carrots, a mistake that we made before was we would just get small carrots. And the reason is when you seed them and they start growing, see how they're all very close together? So like these are all bunched up. We just have to spread them out a little bit.
So it is tedious, but you definitely want to get it done to have those good sized carrots. We also have these really nice onions. So in this bed I only have red onions, but if you look, they're huge and they'll be ready to be picked soon. Some of them are ready, so we'll be probably picking some of those today. I'm not going to pick all of them. We can actually start off by grabbing one.
And with the onions, another mistake that we made is just because you see them poking out like that, that doesn't mean that they're ready. That's a mistake that we made before, is we would see them poke out a little bit and we thought, oh, they're ready. We'll pop them up, and we were wondering why we just kept getting small onions. And so how you know when they're done is they will get burnt. So you see how that's starting to get burnt up? That's an indication of, you know, they're almost done basically. And so we are able to pick a few here.
I'm gonna probably pick, if I had to choose one, probably
that one is like hanging low. I think it's from the wind though.
Yeah, it is.
We've been getting strong winds, so some of them are hanging, like this one, and I really think it's just from the winds.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, this one is actually pretty burnt, so
it's getting burnt. I'll just pick this one for good measure for you guys.
I don't know.
So here's our onion. I am an onion girl, so I mean I will eat this just like this. But yeah, so this is pretty good. It's not that, about the size, a little bit bigger than like how my palm is. That's a good size onion. I know that they'll get bigger, but just so you guys can see, red onion. So we're just gonna harvest this one. Where's my basket?
It's all in there. Just put it right there for now.
Now let's go to the bed over here.
All right, so just to finish up with this bed, we got the carrots, we got the onions. We'll be harvesting that soon, and then we'll start prepping this area up to plant some more.
All right, so in this bed here, these are our beds of peppers. We are having some slow growth this year due to a few different reasons, but I'm gonna show you what we have. So right here, I believe we have like yellow peppers, bell peppers. Right here we have hot banana peppers. These are my favorite. They're so good. Right here we have, I believe these are green bell peppers. Over here, these are yellow. We have some red. These are red as well. These, if I'm not mistaken, these are not serrano. These are some type of hot peppers. I forget the exact name. And then here, these are Tabasco peppers. So these are really good. We've had one the other day and they're very hot. So I'm looking to make some good hot sauce with this. And then we have our favorite, which is our jalapenos. And we always have good success with jalapenos. Like every year we get a bunch of jalapenos. So that's this bed. We can actually pick some right now.
And we have some onions on here too.
Yes.
But these aren't red onions.
No, I'm not sure exactly what these are, but I know that I have bunching onions and Spanish white onions, which I believe these are the Spanish white onions or yellow onions, something like that. I have them kind of mixed all over. So these are not ready, but these are the jalapenos, and some of them are ready. So I'm gonna actually be picking some.
This is like a pepper growing from a pepper right here.
The jalapenos having a baby. We've been having, oh, you know what, to show you guys, so we had a Siamese twin cucumber. I came out and I found this jalapeno that's having a baby. And then in the other bed right next to us, I'm gonna show you what we have. So these are our squash, yellow squashes and zucchini. These need to be picked today, but let me show you these twins that we have. So if you take a look right here, we have two twins.
Looks like a sack.
All right, so these are, what I'm gonna do is, these are so pretty. So I'm gonna get in here and just snip so you guys can see how beautiful these are. The texture on them is good. I actually cooked with one of them today. I made like a stir fry, so they're really good in a stir fry, and you can do a lot of things with them. So we have a lot of them here, and I'm actually gonna pick them today because I just don't want the bugs to get to them. They're all over. We've been having a ton of rain, so that's been doing us really well, and every time we come out, I feel like we just have more and more. Also, if you look scattered, we do have some celery in between. So these are some celery. They're not ready, they're still very skinny, but celery. And then we also have onions throughout this bed as well. So little tiny ones.
So is there a reason why we planted onions?
There is. I just can't remember the reason right now, but there is a reason that all this was intentional. I just don't remember.
So one thing, this is our original trellis. This is the trellis that we recently put up, and we will either, I don't think we're gonna redo this trellis next year. What I think we're gonna do though, I think we're just gonna plant something else here for this trellis, because I don't think the holes on this gate or whatever is large enough. So on this trellis is large enough. So we will probably put a third trellis over here with maybe cattle panel, because cattle panel has larger holes in them, or we could just build a trellis ourselves with string up. The zucchini and the yellow squash need a trellis with larger holes. That's something that we've learned this year, and that's why we didn't trellis them up or anything, is because of that.
So if you look, this is, I just came out here, I want to say, we were out here yesterday, but like 2 days ago before the rain, and these were not this big. And one thing about zucchini is they're gonna grow, and this is way bigger than any size that I would want. I wanted to, in the beginning in the fridge, I have some that are probably like half of this. That's like the ideal size that I want. So these, I mean, you can make like zucchini boats and stuff with this. It's still good, but I'll give you a good example of what size would be ideal to, this right here is even a little bit big, but we're gonna get her before she gets bigger, just because she's here. So about this size, I want to say, maybe a little smaller, but typically around that size. And then if you look and you come closer, I just picked all of those, and there's already, I mean, a ton growing. Oh, the flower came off of this one, but look how there's just zucchinis growing everywhere. From here, there's one underneath. So throughout the summer, we will be getting, every week you're just gonna have more and more. I do want to show you guys something new that we planted this year, and it should be around here somewhere.
Right here.
Yes. So this is actually, I kind of waited a little too long, but yes, these are cucumbers. These are called lemon cucumbers. So this one might be a little bit bitter because I let it get past this time, but these are what these are. These are new. It's our first time planting them, and can't wait to try. Ready? Yeah. Put it together. Good girl. Nice size cucumber.
Another one because
Yeah, cut this one right here, baby. That one right there.
There. Cut it right there at the top. Oh.
Here?
Yep, right there. Good girl, G.
Now I know how to cut cucumbers, right?
Yup.
This little tiny baby one
there's a
over
little one
here.
right here, G.
Wait, but oh, this one's big.
Look, cut this one right
Oh,
here.
she found a big one.
You cut a baby one, baby.
Look.
You cut the baby one. Make pickles, so y'all can make some pickles.
Girl.
Go cut this big one in
Go
here.
ahead. Yeah, go.
Good. Do your thing. Job. All right.
Find some more, G.
Can you find any more?
Yeah.
There should be some in the back here.
Oh, there's a big one back
Real?
there. A huge one.
Yeah.
You see it, G? Right back there.
Oh, man.
Today, we're dropping these shirts.
Cattle Works.
We got the Cattle Works shirts, and then we have the Angie Farm shirts as well. We will have the link. It won't be these shirts, although we may send out a few of these shirts. We have extra large and large, I think, left, and I think maybe even a few of the 2X available. So we'll send a few people free shirt.
Beautiful. These are so pretty.
So right over here, I'm going to show you the sunflowers that we have. I'm going to talk to you about something that happened to them and where we kind of learned what not to do once again. So here you see this one, little bug in there. This one is doing okay, hasn't flowered yet, but then you see this one looks dead, that one looks dead, and the rest of them looks pretty much dead. What happened was we had a big storm and everything got knocked down, and so we had to dig deeper down into the soil and replant them, and we watered them really good down there, and they all started coming back to life. This wasn't happening, and now it is. So they're all coming back to life now, except for this one. This one is still pretty much dead. We're just gonna give it a few days to see if it does come back to life. Got our fingers crossed on that. But yeah, so one thing that we learned with, oh, and then we got this one. This dead. This ain't coming back to life, I don't think. When planting sunflower seeds, you just want to make sure you have enough soft soil. And what I mean by that is, you know, whether you're tilling it or whatever you're doing, we do the no-till method, and so we did till this one time, but we didn't really go too deep. And our mounds, you see these are like our mounds here, we really didn't have a lot of soil.
So now we're in our flower garden, and it's probably my favorite garden here. It's our first time growing flowers, and I think we're doing so well. So this is like, we've been making real pretty bouquets. The girls have been coming out and just putting together their own little bouquets, so they're like scattered around the house, and they're all fresh from here. So if you look, we just have all different types. We have some really pretty zinnias here. These were actually Ava's choice of flower, and they're just all over. We have marigolds, we have wildflowers everywhere. We just come out and we just make our little bouquets, and just pretty to look at.
The last thing before we head out, watermelons. We got one there, a little one right there, another watermelon right there, another cantaloupe right there. We're gonna head off here, and I'm gonna go feed the animals, and we're gonna go in so before it gets dark. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. Peace.